I'm so thankful I got induced, because if I didn't, I literally could have died. Like, it is that severe. It's not me being dramatic or exaggerating. My blood pressure, I don't even know how high it was.
It was high. I don't even want to say it because I feel like I'm wrong, but it was 180 over something. Like, it was high.
It was like stroke level, could have had a seizure, could have actually died. And I had so many women reach out to me after the reunion and share their stories, and like some other women who their friends like passed away from it, and it was just like really, really scary and really traumatizing. So I do wish more of that was shown. I'm thankful as much was shown on the reunion as it was, just because these are things that women need to know when they're pregnant to look out for. It was at my 40-week appointment, and there was protein in my urine, and my blood pressure was high. And we just chalked it up to, well, I'm 40 weeks pregnant. I could have this baby at any moment. I'm freaking out. Like, I felt like I was never going to be ready.
What was it? Protein shakes and just ready for a baby?
and a protein smoothie that morning, or like the Greek yogurt, like whatever. Was like, did you have a high protein breakfast? I was like, I mean, yeah, more than usual. I usually come in on an empty stomach. They're like, that's probably all it was. Yeah. But those are 2 telltale signs for preeclampsia or HELLP syndrome. So I do wish that was shown more, but I'm thankful as much was shown as it was. And I do have these other amazing platforms to bring awareness and to spread that information. But that was literally traumatizing. I still can't talk about it without crying.
Yeah.
So.
You went through a lot, honey.
I did. And then to have people coming at me so quickly after, I was like, I just went through not even just having a baby, but like everything else I went through, and then being on the blood pressure medication for so long after, not being able to work out, not feeling like myself. Like, it was really challenging. I mean, so many women are like, I don't know how you had a baby, and then 3 days after you got home from the hospital, we're filming a television show. They're like, I'm 4 months postpartum, and some days I can barely get off the couch. And I didn't have that luxury.
That's what I was going to say. I felt like no one realized that it was that fast of a turnaround.
I think Lala was genuinely the only person who truly understood that, because she had not been through it as traumatic, but also she got induced 3 weeks early. So like, that was traumatic in itself. I think just having those similar experiences, obviously different, but still similar, she understood what I was going through in that moment. We both had crazy hormones going through our bodies. And I think that's one of the reasons that we were able to forgive each other so quickly and move on, because we got what one another was going through when no one else did.
But on a lighter note, does the cast coordinate outfits for the reunion?
Kind of, yes. So, I mean, production ultimately has like the final say. So we send in our top like 3 looks, and then they kind of coordinate that together. But I already had my gold dress. So I had sent that to all of the girls. I'm like, just so you know, this is what I'm wearing. I've had it for a year and a half, 2 years.
Where was it from? They want to know that too.
Meshki.
Okay.
Yeah. So I pulled it for the season 8 reunion.
Okay.
And then when that ended up being Zoom, I was like, I'm not wasting this gown sitting in my house on Zoom. I am saving it for next season, because there will be another season. Yeah. I was so optimistic. And then Brock did not do that. And so his and James's first options were so similar that Brock didn't get to wear his.
I was going to say, Brock, people had a lot to say about what you wore at the reunion. They said, why are Brock's pants never long enough? And why is his shirt always unbuttoned?
Well, I feel like that's just a preference, because it's just feel comfortable. With the pant look, it's the Peter Pan look, I guess. And the fact I just think that I'm comfortable like that.
How do you drink and breastfeed?
So, I mean, I don't drink while... Here's the thing, actually. I have drank before while breastfeeding, because the lactation consultant said, if you're going to have a glass of wine, do it while you're nursing or while you're pumping, because it takes about 20 minutes to get in your system. So I remember there was one time, we were sitting at the Grove, and he ordered me an Aperol Spritz, but I was like, I still have to nurse her. And he's like, so nurse her now. And then I'm like, that's all I need is someone to take a photo of me with an Aperol Spritz in one hand, baby on the tit in the other.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
But either I will have a drink like right as I'm pumping, because as I'm expressing the milk, the alcohol isn't in it yet. If I drink more than 3 drinks, which I've only done a handful of times, I dump my milk. I hate dumping my milk. It hurts my soul. So I have these little alcohol test strips that I can test the milk to see if there's alcohol still in it, and then that's when I've dumped it. But now I just, especially since she stopped latching, I don't want to waste any of my milk, so I never drink enough that I would have to dump it, and then I wait the like 4 hours and then I pump again.
You've been sober pretty much since you
been a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, but there have been a few times when I've let loose, like the finale being one of them.
Yeah.
The Steelers-Chargers game being another.
A handful of times, but honey, you've done so well the whole time.
Thanks, honey.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the Dear Media YouTube channel for more videos.